I always have a smile coming here.
Yeah.
Definitely, it's. I give thanks so much for just the opportunity. I have to say it every time. I give thanks for life.
Hmm.
First to be alive, like we're live and alive. Yeah, man.
So
So
grateful.
yeah, so grateful. So greetings, Frank. It's always an immense pleasure to be here with you, and gratitude all the way. It's
Yeah.
me. Life is whew, something. It's
It's always.
just life itself to process it and to make something out of it and to rise above our circumstance. I don't like the word so much, but I'll say it. Circumstances, just
Uh-huh.
to rise above those and those negative thoughts and negative stuff you can have coming into like that's where we have to rise above this. And if
Yeah.
you get to do this, it's a great medicine. That's what we're gonna start with
Yes.
today. We're doing a PT's book review, and as usual, we exchange our perspective, opinion. I think we're
Yes.
allowed to have an opinion as per PT.
Yes. The point
Is
of view.
yeah, yeah. I think my pineal gland is very much open, very much receptive. So no, third eye or what call it the way you want it, but I think it's just sharpness also. Yeah, I don't know, third eye. Like, I have two eyes in the front of my head. I don't know if I have a third one inside.
Right. Right.
Like I have two. I'll use those two, and maybe using those two properly will bring more clarity to the third one. Who
Hmm.
knows?
Yeah.
Anyway, I haven't seen it on the plate, the third eye, so as
uh,
far as I'm concerned, I go with my two eyes, and that's good like that.
right. Right.
So yeah, I tend to stick with stuff that I can, you know, relate to. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
relove, relove, relove.
Hungry love.
So Frank, medicine, that's on you, and that's it. I'll do the French after, and
Yeah.
boom, we
Sounds
go
good.
on.
Medicine. So, what is medicine? Answer to that lies in another question. Why is there a medi in medicine? Medi equals center. No, medi equals middle, which equals center. It's clear that centering is the only real medicine, as in meditation, etc., etc.
Yeah, medicine. So it's the same word in
Yeah,
French.
same. Yeah, yeah. Same.
Médecine, on dit médecine, médecine, c'est la même affaire. Same
Yeah.
thing.
Mhm.
Donc, qu'est-ce que la médecine? Médecine. It's easier to say in English, medicine,
Uh-huh.
than French, medicine. I don't know, the words sound weird in French.
Mhm.
La réponse à cela se trouve dans une autre question. Pourquoi y a-t-il un midi dans médecine? Médecine. Midi, milieu, centre. Donc, c'est clair, le centrage est la seule vraie médecine, la seule vraie médecine. OK, I got it.
Mhm.
I got the right pronunciation. It's médecine. Médecine.
Medicine. Uh-huh.
That's it. Médecine comme dans méditation, etc., etc. So yeah, I think for sure you gotta reach that center point. Is sometimes we tip too much on the left, on the right, on the
Mhm.
all that nonsense. A bit, it's a bit also a false duality, the right and left. Maybe there's only the center that is true and real. You know,
Right.
when you end up in your center really aligned, because
Mhm.
you cannot be aligned with iron divine if you go to the left or if you go too much to the right, because
Right.
now I think the path to iron divine is from the center of your being. Definitely it
Yes.
makes sense
Mhm.
that this is where also you will reach I don't know, heaven in your head, or like if you because if you go from your heart in a straight line, it goes to your head. So
Mhm.
maybe if you listen to your heart while you meditate, maybe you'll end up going in a straight line, aligned, centered with your being, and then you can reach higher heavens.
Mhm.
That's all in your head I'm talking about. I'm not talking you flying to the heaven, but you're gonna
Uh,
reach it within you, definitely.
mhm.
All that is accessible to us in emotion, and it's all happening within us. Like I'm not speculating about some places we can go in heaven,
Right.
but it's within you. And if you align and you center properly with, now, meditation can be done on many different levels. It can be done when you speak. When you speak, you should speak from the center of your mouth. So
Yeah.
you're not like always, sidey, like PT explained.
Right.
Like, a
Exactly.
lot of people talking like that and shit.
Exactly. Right.
Like,
Uh-huh.
speak. Articulate your words too. Like,
Right.
this is very important for clarity, for centering. Like, it's hard to say someone is centered if they speak with a hot potato in their mouth. Like,
Right.
you speak with a hot potato, you're not too centered. So
Yeah.
center your speech means also refining your speech.
Mhm.
It's not just to say I speak from the center of my mouth. It's also refine your speech, the words that you speak. And then maybe from this, you can certainly create a different reality for yourself,
Mhm.
because the life and death is in the power of the tongue, nothing else.
Mhm.
Like, it's the words that bring the whole spell on you and stuff, and especially in English, like especially that one in French and those Latin language that we have that are all based pretty much on Latin words
Mhm.
and Latin vocabulary that they have twisted kind of to bring a spell on us, and we don't question nothing. So
Mhm.
we don't question the words. A man or a woman, for me, with great wisdom, is someone that think before they speak.
Yeah.
If you can bring your being to think before you speak out those words, that can change your whole life.
Mhm. Yeah.
And it's going to change your vibes. Your whole body will feel that centering. It's the real medicine. Yeah, definitely is centering, because also you will clear all. When you have addiction, you're not centered.
Mhm.
When you're addicted to alcohol, cigarettes, whatever it is,
Yeah. Definitely.
whatever substance or activity you have that you think brings centering, but just bring you further from that centering,
Mhm.
is all the nonsense that Babylon has to offer to you. And
Yeah.
you just dive in it because you have no idea really what it is to be centered in this life. Like, I have no idea what it was to be centered, Frank. Come on, I was just going about in life like this, and like, we don't really put importance on our own being to attain that centeredness and that liveliness, and to feel lively. No,
Mhm.
I never really. I was alive, but never really felt alive. That's why also we do extreme stuff often to feel alive,
Right.
because we feel dead most of the time. So we
Mhm.
got to bring excitement, false excitement to our life to feel alive, when the only way you can really feel alive is when you praise higher and divine, because
Mhm.
now you will have the corresponding effect coming to you. And
Mhm.
if God the divine bless you, watch out. Now,
Watch out. Yeah.
watch out. Now you're in for the
Right. Yeah.
ride of your life. It's gonna be so overwhelmed. I'm so overwhelmed all the time. Anyway, Frank, tell me about medicine.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
done.
Medicine. Yeah, I love how this is another example of P uh, breaking down words and finding some of the truth behind what's really going on in the words, And so, right, you think about if having some kind of illness or needing a cure to something, and so you take medicine, right, to feel better, to get your body back into this, balanced state, because the only way we can actually um, feel good is whenever we're healthy and we're functioning with, in good health. We don't have disease, we don't have, injury or illness or whatever,
Isn't it good to feel good?
Yes, exactly. Feel good. So this thing of medicine, what is it? And like P breaks down this word, there is a medi in medicine, and So that's the center. So centering is the real medicine. And if we look at what's this concept of centering that P's talking about, because if you see any of his old interviews, he said it many times with you and other people that he's talked to, you know, what he always emphasizes and encourages people to do is start doing centering practices that really they begin with just like very simple things, you know, like speaking the right kind of things. And that's like you were saying, centering our speech, speaking things like, I want my well-being, you know, and something as simple as that can start to turn on the light bulb to like, how are you, you know, sabotaging yourself, either through your diet or different ways that, you know, that we're kind of, we've gotten stuck in all these different, you know, manipulation ways, you know.
You remember Metallica had a song back then, Seek and Destroy?
Yeah.
Why not seek and find? No, we seek and destroy.
Destroy. Yeah, exactly. And what is that going to do?
What is that going to do for your evolution, for your well-being, to destroy yourself day after day, right?
Yeah, because actions have consequences.
Exactly.
And when you start putting together those kind of things, then and you know, life will show you those circumstances, whether you can connect the dots or not. But then it's up to you to start being like, why is this happening to me in my life? Why do I either keep getting sick, or why do I feel, like you said, dead inside? You know, why don't I feel like,
why am I so bored?
Right. Is that natural? Is that where is that coming from? You know, because really there is, you know, when we look to nature, there's so much going on, and when we've become kind of desensitized to the awe and the beauty and the miraculous world that's around us, you know, because if you look to nature, there's shape, form, color, geometry, and there's all these different things that you can really just like take a couple of leaves, look at them, and you start to see the fascination of like what made this, you know, where did this come from, you know, how does it have these shapes, and how does it divide itself in these ways? And
but even in our muggle state, default state, that vision is distorted. Because I'll say it again. Often you have dark goggles in your face, so right there it's distorted.
That's the first.
Okay, that's the first thing. And then what you look at, you have no idea how divine and special, and you know what's special. It's not the false idol on stage. There's nobody really special among us. We're all deeply fucked up. Okay, so there's nobody really special. Maybe PT. Maybe PT is a special one. There's a few one that are, I would say, if you are out there and really inspire an awakening in the masses, maybe you are somewhat special. But what I'm saying is we shouldn't put emphasis on someone special, because you can be as special as that someone. So at the end, we're all in that same, we're all one big family trying to awake here. So,
yeah, exactly.
It's beautiful. The awakening of your being is the most beautiful thing you'll experience probably in your lifetime.
Yeah,
because the emotion that comes with that, and the joy and the happiness, because I think happiness comes from being at peace. You know, I don't really search happiness. I seek to be at peace. And if I'm at peace, there's no anxiety, there's no stress, there's nothing, no man-made emotion to bring you down. So,
right.
And in the center of your being, there is peace.
Yeah.
So it makes all sense.
Yeah, and all those positive qualities work together, you know, because you can feel like from that place of peace, you can go out and enjoy and find things that you're having fun. And then you're having fun again, and this time I'm having fun, or this time now I'm happy because look what I get to do. I'm grateful. I get to be grateful because like I get to go out and enjoy the beauty of nature. I get to go work on, my evolution. And this is a
Just
continual process.
breathing in that good as prana.
Yes.
Come on, like Ralph Smart says, the good as prana.
Yeah.
Yeah, just breathing. Like just breathing, man, each and every day should be a grand celebration. Just to breathe. But
Yeah.
we take so much stuff for granted, even breathing and stuff. We don't even give attention to our breathing technique also. That's another thing. We do shallow breathing all the time and
You'll
always
notice
out
that.
of breath and shit.
Yeah.
So yeah. I
But
think
when we can start to feel that peace, or we can start to work on things that are going to divine up that peace within, your body can relax and start breathing more naturally and like really a full breath and not have that kind of constriction that makes that.
Exactly.
But like P said, centering is the only real medicine. So like meditation. So, I mean, the more that we work to center ourselves, and it's a continual process, we have to work on centering ourselves each and every day and making the right kind of centered choices. Like, what are we going to eat? How are we going to dress ourselves? What are we going to choose to put our attention on? Go ahead and get out there, connect with nature, go ahead and touch some trees, or just like tell the earth how grateful you are for the food that you're being fed every day. And
touch the earth with your foot.
Mm-hmm.
When have you done this the last time? Like,
right.
I never really done this in the past. I did it when I was like kind of forced to put my foot on the ground, like on the beach or something.
Right. Yeah.
But never thought of taking off my rubber shoes, take 10, 15 minutes to ground, touch a tree, and really release the negative ion and stuff. Because there is something happening when you ground yourself and you touch a tree at the same time. This is powerful. This is real medicine also. Like, we cannot deny that the earth also will provide medicine. But you don't go ground and hug a tree if you're uncentered. So again, the centerness will bring you to do stuff like this, to talk to the breeze and the wind and like sometimes people must think I'm going nuts because I talk to nature all the time, like trees and leaves and wind and so it's good also to do it because at least they listen. Sometimes you talk to people, they don't even listen to you. They just hear you. They hear you, but they don't listen because they're not at that stage in their life where they become a good listener and put it in practice after. So most of the time because they're not centered. If you are a centered being, you are able to listen to others too. The most natural thing I think is the next one, Frank.
Yes. The most natural thing. After a mass epidemic of unnaturality, natural is becoming a buzzword once again on this planet. However, most don't realize that the most basic, primary seed and root impulse upon which this multiverse stands and functions is the impulse one feels to behave properly in front of higher and divine. It's more natural than, let's say, the impulse to not eat thorns. When this root naturality goes, all other natural sense is bound to leave one, and all hells follow as a result.
And the most natural thing is not the natural flavors in your food.
Right.
By the way, because this is like a big masquerade right there.
Yeah.
Oh
my God. Definitely.
Like it's like McDonald's all beef patties. Like there's a company called All Beef.
Oh my gosh.
Like la chose la plus naturelle. Anyway, never mind the Babylonian. Let's focus on our ascension. So, la chose la plus naturelle, après une épidémie de masse contre nature, naturelle est devenue un buzzword, une fois encore sur cette planète. Cependant, la plupart ne réalisent pas que l'impulsion racine centrale primaire, la plus basique sur laquelle ce multivers se tient, fonctionne, est l'impulsion qu'une personne ressent de bien se comporter devant le supérieur et le divin. Fear of Jah. Yeah.
Yeah.
C'est plus naturel que, disons, l'impulsion de ne pas manger d'épines. Quand cette naturalité s'en va, tout autre sens naturel est obligé de quitter un être et tout l'enfer suit en conséquence. This is big. This is big because that's the most thing that we all are. We're so unnatural, so fake, so filled with chemicals and nonsense food and box food and won't name it all the unnatural stuff we indulge in, alcohol and bring it on, like cigarette, anything. Anyway, all then, okay, you're going to say tobacco grows in nature, but it's got to be transformed and go into a shop and shit. Like, it's not a simple process to put the cigarette in your mouth. Yeah. Many people have go through the process of making that cigarette, so there's a system behind. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Where la chose la plus naturelle, the most natural thing is to grab something from a tree and eat it. That's fast food. Right there.
That's fast food. Definitely.
Grab an avocado, cut it, eat it. Like what is there? What's faster than this?
Yeah, right.
So an orange, whatever, an apple, you can just pick it right away in your mouth. If it's not, if there's no Bill Gates wax on it.
Oh, right.
I call it the Bill Gates wax.
Yeah.
Anyway, they put all kinds of unnatural stuff on our food also to make us more unnatural. So yeah, definitely. And the most natural thing to do is that impulse that someone will feel to behave properly in front of Iron Divine, and we're all in front of Iron Divine. Like, it's watching you permanently. It's hearing you. It's omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent.
The cameras are always on. Yeah.
No one can deny it. It's freaking everywhere.
Yeah.
So what are we doing going against Divine? Because I think also this is the game, part of the game of being here is to emancipate yourself from that mental slavery of Babylon and really bring your being to a level of clarity and, I don't know, truth within. Like, you can stop living the lie. That's what I'm saying. You're not obligated to live a lie. And living the lie, to me, is all that fakeness, unnatural stuff that you absorb and you think it's life. But it's not. It's destroying you. It's destroying us day by day. Yeah. So yes, when you go and you decide to respect Iron Divine, you respect yourself. Now you stop trashing your body and you start exercising, feeding it with better food, fasting. You don't need to eat like a freaking glutton 3 times a day. That's a lie. That's a lie. You don't need that much food to function. You don't need a break fast. That's all a lie. No. You don't stop eating, overeating yourself with all kinds of freaking Frankenstein food. That's not natural. So there's so many ways that we are unnatural. And that, what he said here, PT, he said, quand cette naturalité s'en va, tout autre sens naturel est obligé de quitter un être. When this naturality goes, all else goes.
Yeah.
So if you cannot be a real human on earth, praising Iron Divine Creator, truth, reality, facts, and stick to this, like something that is not a lie, but like Babylonian stuff, you're gonna certainly feel a lot different, and you're gonna start feeling more natural, more like your true nature is not the lie.
Yeah,
you have a true nature. It's because there's truth within that DNA and stuff that we have so much information already encoded in us. So the seek and find, it's within you. It's within. Seek and find that natural state.
Yeah.
Nature all. Nurture all. Nature. That's why the word nurture is close to nature.
Yeah.
Nurture your natural state every day. Go ground yourself. Hug trees.
Mhm.
connect with great people. Like, how can I say it? This
Yeah.
is, So Frank, tell me about the most natural thing.
Yeah. This is a great P log. And P brings up this point. I love this. The impulse to behave properly in front of higher and divine. I mean, that's so.
And
And
it's got to become an impulse, like you said.
yeah, like I don't want to get in trouble, because you don't want, you think about it, it is very much just like bratty behavior, when people are just being disrespectful to nature, being disrespectful. Like you know that saying is like, don't bite the hand that feeds you. We have to have this attitude of gratitude. We have to have cultivate. We have to divine up this feeling and this expression of reverence. We need to honor nature because it is a gift that we are able to be survive each and every day. The energy that we get from the elements, the breath of life, the food that we get to eat, all the internal fire that digests and assimilates, like all these elements are constantly working in our body and outside of our bodies at all
And
times.
we are being told also, you want to be blessed, be less evil.
Yeah.
Be less evil.
Be
You want to be
less.
blessed. You want to receive blessing, be less evil.
Yeah, exactly.
God or the divine does not tell you not to be evil. He said, be less evil.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think this side of us can completely go away. It's still within all of us, but you can tame it. You can tame like you tame a wild horse.
Right. Yeah.
Go on.
So we work on controlling, self-control. We work on getting that discipline and doing it again and again each day. And like you said in this last one, coming to the center, that's the real medicine. So if we find we have an illness, if we have a behavioral illness, if we're sick with bad attitude and a bad behavior, then we need to start working on refining that behavior, start expressing that gratitude. And actually you start, and just like P says, it starts very small. Just start doing simple things. Start taking awareness of your posture. To start working, wake up.
Start
Wake
opening
up.
your eyes.
Open your eyes. Start using your mouth for what it's supposed to be used for. Saying simple things like, I want my well-being. I want to be disciplined to take care of myself, to really like love myself. And so what does that mean practically? We have to start feeding ourselves well. We have to start, like I just said, speaking things that are going to be pleasant and true, and working on actually starting to do this every day. And it's really simple things, but in time, it actually starts to make a big change. And like P says, with centering, like just this process, like this body, this physical body that we have is just one of many. We have many, like it's like Russian dolls, like the spirit body goes in and in and in and in. And so the more that we work on centering this one, all the other ones will also come to the center as well. And so
Even in the States, you have the Congress. That should be called the Progress.
Right. The Congress.
It's all about upliftment and progress. Like you said, it goes little. So it's a progression.
Right.
So maybe the Congress should be called Progress if they want our good and they want us to progress in
if
life.
we want real progress,
do they want that?
Yeah. What do we see happening? It is not very progressive. It's very adverse.
Regressive, congressive. Congressive should be a word.
Congressive. Yeah. Exactly right. But yeah, this thing, and like P said in other talks too, really what a big part of the overall algorithm of working to evolve yourself and life's purpose in general is refining our behavior, because how you behave and how you've been seen to behave for your life, that is going to determine like where you have access to go after here, And so they're going to look at how things went for us and they'll say, All right, well, he's ready for this, or she's ready for that. Oh no, this person, they still need to work on that. So we need to put them in a situation where they can, work on getting things right, because it's not like
you will be tested for sure.
You'll be tested. And that's actually great, because we don't want to be somewhere that we're not ready. We for me, I don't want to be put into a situation where I'm not prepared. That doesn't ever feel good. When you get the test and you don't know what you're being tested on, then you feel you're like, I don't know. I'd like, how do I, what is, and so slowly, that's this process of life. We get the opportunity each day, and different tests come to us. And then so we get to, what did we pass that test? Or do we look back, oh, how could I have done that differently? And, we get this opportunity. So it's a blessing, the chance, the opportunity to work on refining ourselves, our behavior, and start using our creativity and inspiration too. How can we put out a positive message and find different ways to make it fun? It really is fun, centering ourselves and connecting with nature and just celebrating. It's like life is such a gift, such a fun opportunity to do the right thing, refine our behavior.
Yeah. So, and all you can hope to do, like I told you at the beginning, is to inspire others to maybe wake up, to maybe see the light, to maybe go out and bring their level up of their own, divine up their being. Yeah. Exact. I think we can all get there. It's not just Roman or Frank or PT or whoever we talk about. I think we all have access to righteousness and good vibes and stuff. And I kind of made peace with the music process I'm doing, because often I have self-doubt, like, do I keep going? Do I stop? But all I can do is hope to inspire. And if I do it with music, it's with music, talks and stuff. Let's do it. I'm at peace with the process. Now, I cannot expect to, we cannot, like, we're trying to wake humanity. Do you go with like an atomic bomb beside their bed to wake them up? Smooth awakening. And, we got to go take this slow. When you approach someone with the truth, it's very shocking. It can be very shocking that you have lived with a muggle, with no magic, knowing that magic exists. It's there. And you have not performed your real self in life and stuff. It can bring regrets beyond measure, beyond anything and as you get older, the regret will set in even more, and you will be more and more depressed, more wrinkly, more. All this aging has to do with the vitality inside. If you're vital inside, you got to be vital on the outside. You're going to look alive. If you're dead inside, you're going to look dead outside, as within, so without. So you want the fountain of youth? Well, start centering and speaking stuff that your body feels. Not just the program will feel, but you. Like, anyway, I think it's a very personal path, the truth, and the truth is within you. You look outside, and a tree is a tree. The truth is what it is. The tree is a tree, and as far as I'm concerned, I don't see no curve, like stuff like that. It's observable observation that you can make and question things. But if you are completely trapped in that matrix, you have to escape it first. So, like you said, it's a process of first opening your eyes to life, opening your eyes to yourself, looking in the mirror. Stop pointing the finger at others. Look at yourself. You can talk about chemtrails in the sky, all the freaking poison in the food, all you want, all your life. That will not bring to point the finger at yourself. So what does it do? It's just distraction. And people entertain these distractions because it allows them not to point the finger at themselves and make a change. Yeah, because it's about you. It's about me. If you change the world, change. If I change the world, change. If we all change, the world will change. But you got to look in the mirror and make that change. Now, that's big. I get it. If you have years of programming to undo and stuff. But like Frank said, little by little, don't stress yourself out. You are aware of the fact you've been programmed deeply. You're deeply fucked up. Okay, start undoing it. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, even if you're 80, 90, I don't care what age you are. You can always undo that program with diligence and, like,
yeah.
I don't know why I cut you off. Why was I talking here? I don't know. Anyway, I always have.
It's that there were some great points that you made. I mean, I think it was all relevant things to share, you know. And
I
really,
not to interrupt you at times, but sometimes I just have something coming to me and I have to share it.
And you know, it just like it always like reminds me about even things that we talked about in the past, you know, because when we see ourselves in certain ways, and it reminded me that the title of that 1P log, the vow to evolve, you know.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's a certain point where you're like, I need to make a change, and I really want to start doing things that's going to make a difference, actually. And so, you know, we start working on that centering. You start working on improving your diet. You start working on all these simple things in the beginning, you know, and
society has it backward big time, the vow to evolve, because you go to church, most often it's the Catholic Church here. I'm talking about my own experience. Could be a mosque, could be anything, but they bring you into a church to vow to another imperfect being to pass your life with them.
Right. Right.
Like the vow should be with yourself to evolve, not with another imperfect being thinking they're going to make you evolve.
Yeah.
Like when I met my wife, we were both completely asleep. Maybe it's better. Maybe it's better to get together both completely asleep and then you awake together, because that's what's happening for us, is we're both seeking an elevation here, something else with life. So if you go at it together, then it's easier to level up.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you have that support. And yeah, I mean, it just comes down to, you know, as long as people are sincere in that, you know, and wanting, you know, good things for themselves and wanting to evolve themselves and wanting to put in the work, you know, that's what it takes. That's what it comes down to. So
It's just my dog was acting up.
Yeah, hang on.
I'm
getting a call too. Hang on, Libby. So yeah, we can move on here, I guess, to the next one. Let me just respond and just tell this person that I'll call him back.
Take your time. The next one is le bon comportement, the right behavior, I guess, in English. What he's saying about that. Hold on.
Yeah, this whole section.
The right behavior. Okay.
Yeah, this section is called right behavior. And then this first
very interesting. So the thirst.
There's
the thirst, the behavior. We'll go through good and bad qualities. Only one bad wrong. Respect. What respect is. Posture is primary.
Would you look at that? We're getting through it. We have this much
close to the end.
Pretty cool.
I think by Christ's Mass, we should be. That's what we said. It was gonna end up around the winter solstice.
Right.
Is that it?
Yeah. Sometime around then. Yeah.
I don't know. All this is. I'm still haven't done all those observations, but it seems to make sense. The season come back year after year around the same period.
Yeah. It's when the sun turns back and starts going this way.
But this is very still for me very mystical, especially the sun. The sun, and why I see it facing me and other people's. Like just the sun is very. Now, let alone the rest. Come on, the leaves on the tree are mystical too. Everything. Me, I live in a very mystical realm, and everything is mystic and mysterious. And that's what happened also when you let go of their programming. you're going to find yourself in a very mystical place within yourself, within the earth. It's magic. And then you join other beings like you that are on the same path, and then it's just like we extrapolate that feeling. I'm 1,000 when we join together, because the vibration also is on earth. We are vibing on earth. So definitely there is a, so the thirst.
The thirst. The thirst. Having an overwhelming thirst for getting out of this 3D plane of existence, getting real knowledge about this multiverse, getting to higher planes after death, getting close to divine is essential for any being to behave correctly and make use of their life here. This thirst cannot be given to anyone. One has to feel it oneself. Quite easy to do in the desert that is this world. Those who have it don't waste their time doing and saying nonsense. Those who don't, well.
Yeah. So la soif. Être accablé par la soif de sortir de ce plan d'existence 3D, avoir la vraie connaissance de ce multivers, aller dans les plans supérieurs après la mort, se rapprocher du divin est essentiel. Pour que tout être se comporte correctement et fasse usage de sa vie ici. Cette soif ne peut être donnée à personne. Un être doit la sentir par soi-même, plutôt facile dans le désert de ce monde. Ceux qui l'ont ne perdent pas leur temps à dire des absurdités. Ceux qui ne l'ont pas, eh bien, 3 petits points. That's it. The thirst to me, I'm so thirsty, like I'm permanently thirsty of knowledge, of truth, of hardcore truth, of anything that can, but also it's more within me, like the me, I will evolve here. I have evolved in 10 years on YouTube. Just go check the first video, and now I'm a lot calmer than I was. A lot less excited, a lot more centered, more. I've done a lot of work too, so that work will bring that thirst of that divine work. That's why I'm thirsty to do more divine work.
Yeah,
it will definitely. You will not spend time talking nonsense and spending you're wasting your time, because people waste their. First, they waste their money. So if you waste your money on stupid nonsense box food or whatever activity, trivial activity you think you're doing, a cruise or whatever the heck you do, to have this fleeting happiness, it's never a sense of deep happiness, of deep peace. And when you get to that feeling, I can only tell you about it. You cannot experience within me. You have to experience it yourself, this thirst. And once you have it, you cannot be quenched. Like it's quench the words? Cannot quench your thirst. You cannot, because you want more and more and more. You want to be more divine. You want to be like the evolution is nonstop. Look. It's nonstop. I will not stop evolving until my last breath on earth. Because maybe after, that's the real evolution is happening at the moment of your death. That's where you evolve to higher realm or something. I don't know. I haven't been there yet. I can tell you I'm on earth, but definitely this experience is so mystical. And so I'm guessing that it doesn't end at the surface of our skin.
Right.
I don't know. But this thirst will bring you to seek that kind of vibration also, and that's important for you staying up full with life, up and in with life, not down and out. Enough of us are down and out, not embracing anything in life, where there's so much to embrace, so much to do. I'm gonna need 3 lifetimes to do all the music I want to do in the talks, and send me back if you want. I don't care. I'll come back in this realm. Like, to me, there's so much to do here. And now, especially in the desperate time of confusion and deception we live in, these dark times for humanity, you're sitting in front of a TV? Really? That's praising Iron Divine watching a hockey game? I'm not judging you. I'm just saying you question your behavior, because that's not the right behavior to be at rest. Because that's why people end up depressed. They're in a deep rest.
Yeah.
Permanently. Like, not thinking of ascending, of anything that could bring their being up on another level. It's often there's no thirst. There's thirst for beer, wine, and stuff like that. But the real thirst is in getting closer to Iron Divine.
Yeah.
God, Allah, Jehovah. Give it the name you want. Yahweh, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, the divine. Getting closer to the divine is the goal here. And closer to the divine is not because you're going to get physically closer to God, like at the corner of the street, but within you.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not because you go on a walk on the path and at the end of the path you'll meet God. No, but you're going to meet it within yourself. To feel God, you have to know it within you. The divine is within, as within. So you want to see it outside of yourself. Start seeing it on the inside, maybe. Because what you cannot see on the inside, you will never see on the outside. With the proper perspective, with the right perspective of truth. And so definitely the thirst should be there to move out of this matrix. But if you're not thirsty enough, that's why he calls it a thirst too. When you're thirsty, real thirsty, you want to drink, right? That's the only thing you focus on, is drink something. Well, drink the good divine vibe. That's what you have to drink. Move on here, Frank. I think we're going to finish with this one.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, because there's
you have stuff to do, you said?
The day is here, and people call and everything like that. So the thirst. I love this bit that P brings in the middle, and he says this thirst can't be given to anyone. You know, there's that whole saying: you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Take a man to school, can't make him think. So you gotta, life will eventually bring you a thirst, because you're gonna find yourself in situations, circumstances. I know the word, but
it's just a weird word.
Yeah, you're gonna find yourself in places that can get a lot. The pressure can start building, and it can get really uncomfortable. And then that the feeling, the need to, like, something needs to change, something needs to happen, like it's starting to get harder to breathe. Like I'm not comfortable anymore. Like what do I do? And so this kind of thing of like, what do I do? How do I fix myself? How do I start, how do I get better? This it is part of that beginning of the thirst, because actually when we start coming to the center again and again and again, that is making this like divine centric life, where we start coming to the center, we start expressing our gratitude and our praise to higher and divine. This is a slow and a beautiful process. And like P says, having a thirst for this is what starts to we can start to learn, how do we change? How do we fix ourselves? How do we, transform?
Really transform. You need that. A transformation.
It's necessary.
It's necessary. You need to transform in order to evolve.
Yeah.
That's why maybe we had those Transformers, Bonham. You remember the comics Transformers?
Yes.
Yeah, that's really what it is. You got to transform from a robot to a human.
Yeah.
A real human, not fake, robotic human, but the real one. So you got to be really thirsty for that, because
Yeah.
often either you're overweight, you start with losing weight.
Mhm.
I'm not judging
Right.
anyone. I have weight to lose myself. Just that, you got to be really, really thirsty,
Hmm.
because the temptation is out there. Okay.
Right.
And they will tempt you with all kinds of stuff.
Hmm.
So if you're not, again, centered and bring yourself to really get that thirst for losing weight or lying, whatever, you're not going to succeed. You're going
Hmm.
to fall back into the matrix fast enough. So you
Yeah.
really got to be thirsty, especially to lose weight. You got to be focused. You got to be, sometimes we say we're fat. We're not fat. We're acid. I
Uh-huh.
don't think it's even fat. I think fat is just something we put on to say, "Oh, I have fat," and those are no. You're turning acid. You're turning toxic.
Hmm. Right.
Again, we put a little blanket over, so we feel good with ourselves.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm just fat. I'm just no. You're not fat. You're toxic, dude. I am toxic myself. I have toxicity inside that I have to clear.
Right.
But it comes with a load of work, definitely, and it's day by day.
Yeah, it comes with her, and that that is something that yeah, we can change with our the way that we eat. We can change because not only does that toxicity like happen in the food and stuff like that, but it's also like in so many different levels. And when we start to work on detoxifying, like we actually the clarity comes emotionally, spiritually, mentally, like in so many different ways.
Well, you might have time to. You might have time on your hands suddenly,
Uh-huh.
because you're not distracted and distraction all the time. That consume your time, and that's what they want from you.
Hmm.
Consume your time. So the whole thing is about capturing the time of humanity, your time on earth. That, because we all know we cannot buy time. So if you
Right.
can steal that from someone and they can never gain it back, that's the way to do it for them.
Hmm.
So if you are leading yourself into that kind of distraction, definitely you will waste your time on earth,
Hmm.
and that time wasted cannot be gained back. So you cannot rewind your life,
Yeah.
but you
Mhm.
can always, from one day to another, wake up from that bad dream, wake up from that nightmare of Babylon
Yeah.
that you've been in, I've been in, and we're all in. So
Mhm.
once and humanity is in an awakening, definitely, because there's more and more people questioning things, and just that is wonderful. If you That's where you start, is to question your own existence. Who am I? Where am I? What I came to do here?
Right.
What do I have to do? Because most just pretend they know what to do, like
Mhm.
PT says in the book somewhere. So
Yeah.
definitely,
Th-
time is of the essence.
That's it.
So
Got to
Frank,
make
you want
use
to
of.
add something else?
Well, I'll just say that yeah, speaking of time, he says those who have this thirst, they don't waste their time.
No,
So,
no, 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 no.
and and oh yeah, so I was going to mention so today is a Vedic holiday. It's Diwali. So it's the festival of light. It is it's a new moon, and like P says, it's a dark night to find the inner light.
Ah,
So, start to connect with divine. So happy Diwali to everybody. And,
oh, great.
and it's a symbolic of a victory of divine over evil and things like that. So
Oh,
divine always wins.
we will be victorious over evil. Definitely, it's good over evil, and there's way more good and good people in this world than evil can do. So
Mhm.
real evil, we're all evil minions. I get it. We're all possessed at some point.
Yeah.
But the major evil archons in this world, definitely they're gonna fade away. It's
Mhm.
fading away.
Yeah.
It's gonna take time. It's gonna require a big thirst, but we are doing the work all together, and
Yeah.
I'm more and more rejoicing with the people of the earth, because more and more are joining the rank of you know higher and divine
Mhm.
payroll. Well, no, definitely it's a and the pay you're gonna get from this is never what any Babylonian boss will give you, or any jobs you will have. You will never be gratified like the divine will take care of you.
Right.
So it's anyway, I could tell you all day about my own experience. It's not the point, but I do have an experience here on earth that I come to share. But it's not about a personal experience. I'm about the whole. So definitely, if we focus enough all together, are centering at the right place, like we should be, definitely there's something happening on Earth. Like even the resonance of the Earth is like as within, so without. So if we raise our vibration, the whole Earth rises vibration, and
Yeah.
maybe we'll have better summers, better weather and stuff. Like we can affect everything in our environment. We're so powerful, and especially together.
Yeah.
Especially together. Once
Yeah.
we start thinking for ourselves and knowing that there's something out there lying to us, trying to deceive us, and now we let go of this, and we're like, okay, it's time to align with Iron Divine. Never mind aligning with Satan and the
Yeah.
devil and all that gambling with the devil. Start
Mhm.
gambling with God or the
Yeah.
divine.
Yeah.
God, I don't know why I have issue with the word God. I always feel weird saying that word.
Yeah. It's just
Prefer divine, and I don't know why.
yeah.
Because maybe people hear the word God also, and they're not really in fear of God. That's the thing. They don't fear God. They don't fear the judgment. They don't. So it's a word that is widely used by the masses. Also, God, where divine a bit less. Like it's more. Anyway, it's everything. Everything is freaking
Yeah.
divine. Anyway, we're out. That was it for today. So stay thirsty, and
Yeah.
never quench that thirst for getting closer to Iron Divine. And you will get there one day. We all have the biological equipment to reach that spot. Uh,
Hmm.
I'm human. You're human. We have all brains and eyes and nose, and like, come on, let's do it. Boom. We're out.
See you in the next one.
See you in the next one. Will be Truman comes on Monday.
Mon.
Yeah,
A mon for a Monday.
Truman for the Monday.
Yeah.
So Albanian for life is here. Big up, large up.
Yes.
Albanian for life in the chat. And that's it. Stay up and in with life. That's what it's all about. And focus on you. Focus on you. Never mind the Babylonians and the distraction and all the nonsense they throw at you. Focus on you, on becoming a better person first with your family, with the people you live with. First, bring that in your family. And then maybe you will see it also outside in the world when you go interact with others, and you will see them as brothers and sisters and not as something very separate from you.
Right. Right.
You live in the mirror verse, so the person you have in front of you is a mirror of yourself. What you think of others, it's you. Né? So I always have great thoughts for you, Frank. You're freaking wonderful. You're divine. You're like, man, come on. We've done so much together also that
It's a joy. It's a
it's
joy.
a joy. It's a joy to come here and share that also with the world. And
Yeah.
I'm forever grateful. Truman Show grateful. Boom. We're out.
Peace.